In this video I'm going to reason against the video that Dendrophilian made supporting pedophilia. And I'm going to arrive at the conclusion that pedophilia is wrong, but, and this is very important, I am going to take Dendrophilian's side in the whole issue of what has been happening here on YouTube. Because Dendrophilian presented a line of reasoning leading to his conclusion. And when opposing his conclusion, people have used emotional arguments to support the opposite conclusion. Now, if you take the whole emotional baggage out of the equation, that doesn't look too good for the arguments against Dendrophilian's position. And this is where I admire Dendrophilian greatly, because even in the face of this vehement opposition, he had the courage to stand up for what he thought were reasonable conclusions. Now, I felt quite sorry for Dendrophilian when he felt he needed to post that video explaining his position on pedophilia, because there was no obligation on his part to do this. His arguments were absolutely clear in his first video, and it was purely because people chose to not listen to those arguments, but just to the form in which they were presented, and go completely hysterical about this, that the thing went out of hand the way it did. And that is why I respect Dendrophilian so much now. Because even though he was absolutely right, and he could have just said, to hell with you all, and I'm going to stand by my original video, he actually had the grace to post that second video and explain himself. And even admit that maybe his choice of format wasn't the wisest decision he ever made in his life. And that is all well and good, but none of that detracts from his right to have posted that original video in exactly the format that he did originally. And it was still up to us, anybody of us who disagreed with him, to present a good, rational argument against his position. And if you can't do that, then you have absolutely no leg to stand on arguing against this guy. And that's why I think Dendrophilian has showed himself to be not only mature, but smart and very intelligent, and somebody that deserves our respect, and he certainly has my respect now. Not that his arguments are right. And that's what I'm going to address now.